Hello, my name is Muhammad Gustaf Arya. I want to review contract of employment as final test assignment. First of all, before I want to review a contract of employment, I want to give a explanation or definition or meaning of a contract of employment. Uh, a contract of employment is an agreement or term of hire that is extended from an employer to an employee to set the terms and conditions of their employment. Well, usually a written document. This agreement can also be verbal. Hmm. In a contract of employment, there must be two or more parties. One of parties can be employers or employee. And next, usually employment contracts are drafted by employers and employers are only required to accept them. Next, you can see on top name of company, company address. Next, you can see date of employment contract was met, both parties. There is a employer, employee, and other. Firstly, employment. The employee agrees that he will at all times faithfully blah 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 perform all of the duties required of his position. So what I can say is employee should perform his duties with dedication and diligence and did his best. In carrying out these duties and responsibilities, the employee shall comply with all employer policies, blah blah blah, both written and oral, blah 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 from time to time. So, during these duties and responsibilities, the employee should and must comply with all employer policies and other. It is also understood and agreed to by the employee that this assignment duties blah 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 may be changed by the employer. Employer at will can change employee assignment duties and other. Secondly, position title. As a company driver, the employee is required to perform the following duties and undertake the following responsibilities in a professional manner. So what I can say is, as a company driver, employee while performing their duties is need several things like first shall drive with due care. Next, be obedient on traffic regulations. Next, must have a driver license that is not outdated or confiscated. Next, must report to his employer when mandated. And last, other duties as might arise from time to time and as might be assigned to the employee. Thirdly, compensation. Point A. What I can see in point A is uh, employee will get paid or honor or payment around 300 Philippine peso per day for all service, but such payment shall be subject to such normal statutory deduction by the employer. Next, in point B, I can see all expense incurred for that this purpose can be reimbursed based on existing regulations. Next, vacation. What I can see in vacation is workers are entitled to get vacation 1 week per year. Next, benefit. What I can see in benefit is employee has the right to receive a health plan from his employer for the present and future. Next, probation period. What I can see in this article is first 90 days of employment shall constitute a probationary period, and during this period, employer can fire at will the employment for any reason without notice or cause. Next, performance reviews. In this article, uh, the employee will get a performance review and will be reviewed, at which time all aspects of the assessment can be fully discussed. Next, termination. Point A. If an employer have sufficient cause or strong reason, employer can terminate this agreement and the employment at any time without notice or payment in lieu of notice. Next, point B. If employer have or do not have a sufficient cause, but employer do not show the sufficient cause, because of that the consequence is employers must pay to the employee an amount as required by the labor code of the Philippines or other such legislation as may be in effect at the time of termination. Next, point C. The the employees, if he get terminated or fired, must return any property of Philippine Saving Bank Corporation. Next, laws, because the company in Philippines and company address in Philippines, this agreement shall be governed by the laws of Philippines. Next, independent legal advice. The employer has provided the employee with a reasonable opportunity to obtain independent legal advice with respect to this agreement, and that either point A. The employee has had such independent legal advice prior to executing this agreement, or the employee has willingly chosen not to obtain such advice and to execute this agreement without having obtained such advice. So, in this case, employee can choose in execute this agreement he want to obtain independent legal advice or not. That's his choice. Next, we have inter-agreement. What I can see in this article is this agreement is made by both parties and supersedes any prior agreements between the employers and employee. Any modification must be made in writing and signed by both parties. Next, severability. Uh, Simple is if one article is invalid or unenforceable, the other articles remain valid and enforceable. And last, as you can see in witness there whereof the employer has caused this agreement to be executed by his daily duty authorized officers, and the employee has set his hand as of the date first above written, second sealed and delivered in the presence of. And you can see again there is a name and signature of employee and name and signature of employer because this agreement of two parties. Thank you.